watch the videotape. He's seen himself get thrown out. He had that chance to win the title in the past. He was so close. And Shadow Xtreme, just the better man that night, winning the title. Wow. No collar elbow hookup. David London with the go behind, and now Shadow Xtreme reversing and going to the go behind. Wow, awesome to see here, folks. On Facebook, Primos Canada page, a lot of messages, a lot of likes, that kind of stuff coming in. Tell us, find that page, tell us what you want to see, who you like, who you don't like. Because quite frankly, I think some of the wrestlers, I think some of the commentators here, they stink. They come on here with a terrible attitude, just trying to get chaos and disorder here. We are a respectable wrestling company, folks. Go, big arm lock. Manila keeping his pace here. He's not wanting to get too close to the competitor. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, guess. You know, some people just know. I just mentioned to you how Michael James Arnott would be back with us this week after suffering the humiliating effects of last week's events with Zach Mercury.
Humiliating? What do you mean humiliating? If anybody should be humiliated, Kid Remington, it's Zach Mercury. He's the one that should be humiliated after that shameless display of... there are no words to express my utter disgust and disbelief with Zach Mercury.
You know, you and me, we've got a professional friendship here, Mike Arnott. I'm going to go out on a limb for the ladies and gentlemen at home. There was no gift basket, was there?
I can't keep track of what my assistants do. I've got a lot of assistants. I've got a lot of people that work for me. I can't keep track. I say, send somebody a gift basket. I don't know if that gift basket gets to them or not.
So you had a guy watering the plants in your palatial estate. He had one other job, send Zach Mercury healing up from one of the most grotesque injuries in wrestling history, and he failed at that. And now look what's happened. Hurricane Zach Mercury is blowing your way.
And all I can say about this injury that Zach Mercury had, that apparently he was convalescing for 8 months. 8 months, Kid Remington. Give me a break. This guy was nursing that injury for everything that it's worth, and I have it on very good authority. Another one of my sources actually informed me that half of this time, at least half of that time that Zach Mercury was supposed to be convalescing, he was down in California catching the big waves, dude.
Wow. The fickle fates of wrestling and how the winds change, and best friends turn into fast enemies really quickly, and we're hearing what happens. A simple gift basket can send friendships hurtling into orbit here. I hope I'm never laid up in the hospital, because I'm not going to be sitting there waiting for that gift basket, Mark, or not.
Meanwhile, we have a match taking place right now. Shadow Xtreme versus David London. David London on the outside right now, and it looks like he's going to become the recipient. Oh, no.
Yes, we do have a championship match, and now, Mike Arnott, I was telling this to the crowd at home. David London, of course, the last guy eliminated in the Rumble when Shadow Xtreme was crowned the champion.
Indeed. And conspicuous by his absence, David London's brother, Leo London.
Yes, very conspicuous. You know they could be under the ring at this moment. You never know where those guys are. You know that they've got a possibility of coming and raining chaos on whoever they get in the ring with. Shadow Xtreme's in a bit of a way right now. David London looking in a bit better shape than we've ever seen him.
David London, one of the most technically proficient wrestlers in Primos Wrestling Canada today. We could be looking at the next Primos Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Anything could happen here in Primos Wrestling Canada.
Beautiful snap suplex by David London. A little bit of showboating. That's not going to do him any favors if he wants to win the Primos Wrestling Heavyweight title here tonight.
No, that'll never get it done. Look at that kneeling on his hair. He's just trying for any little edge he can get. Another thing I'd want to talk about here as this match is going to keep going on. Your new protege. What happened there? Antonio Scorpio coming over. He's just he's been world traveled lately.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said in the ring last week, Antonio Scorpio, he is hot off the heels of the most successful, what critics are calling the most successful tour of Japan by an independent North American professional wrestler in history.
And that all is what it is. I sure hope if Antonio Scorpio has looked at the pedigree, at the history of some of your proteges, that he got it written into his contract at least one gift basket at the first major injury.
Well, I don't think we're going to have that problem because Antonio Scorpio isn't out there like Zach Mercury looking for any excuse to go and hit the surfboard.
Crowd getting behind Shadow Xtreme here right now. Of course, it's terrible. You're taking your attention away from a heavyweight championship bout, but there's so much going on here at Primos Wrestling Canada. Mike Arnott, you are the straw stirring the drink here. You're lighting the fuse on a powder keg of events.
I prefer to think of myself as the catalyst.
Wow. Shadow Xtreme dropping David London on his head.
And now he's trying to get the crowd behind him. Instead of worrying about what the crowd thinks, why not worry about your opponent? Nevertheless, a beautiful moonsault executed by Primos Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Shadow Xtreme.
Quite impressive. And he's going upstairs. We've seen in the last couple of weeks wrestlers just taking way too much time. And we're going to have to add this one onto the clipboard of statistics because there's another one taking way too much time when you're going up to the top rope.
Shadow Xtreme, you saw him pointing up to the Great Spirit in the sky.
Wow. He might need to call in Doctor and the medics now because David London just following up with a vicious reverse neckbreaker. Shadow Xtreme reaching up for something. He's trying to get deep down into the intestinal fortitude, the stuff that made him a champion. He doesn't want that to end here tonight on Primos Wrestling Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder, our show will be going to 1 hour. Half hour could not contain all this action.
Unbelievable. Of course, the requests have been coming in for months and months. The fans have demanded it. And Shaw TV has answered the call as Primos Wrestling Canada goes to 1 hour.
Yes, we thank Shaw TV Winnipeg for all their awesome work, sending their camera guys, the audio guys. They're sending the truck down here. They're sending everything down here, putting 100% into every production that we've got. We appreciate the time and effort they put into every show. And yes, 1 hour. And the other news, Ring of Honor Wrestling coming to Shaw TV Winnipeg as well. Call in, request your wrestling, folks, coming to Shaw TV. Local content for you. Of course, a lot. Shadow Xtreme getting back up. The crowd willing it to happen. David London trying to scoop him up. Not happening. Shadow fighting it. Whoa. Firing out. Kick blocked by London. Not that one, though. Scooping up London. Big body slam on David London. Whoa. Big cannonball. And David London showing it. Getting outside the ring. Ladies and gentlemen at home, if you're watching, you're wondering what referee Manny Manila is doing. Again, they got that 10 count to get back in the ring. That's the way the falls go. The problem is for David London, you cannot win the title if you get counted out.
No, absolutely not. Now Shadow taking it outside to David London.
My goodness, what a moonsault right off the ring apron. Shadow Xtreme just demolishing David London. David London is down in a heap. And of course, our Shaw TV Winnipeg camera guys right there to catch the action.
You know, that wasn't the smartest thing that Shadow could have done. He should have let David London stay out there for as long as he wanted, and Shadow could have caught his breath.
For sure he could have. Or he could have won by a counter out as well. You never know. You never know how sharp David London is at that point in time. He might have got countered out by mistake.
But you have to hand it to Shadow Xtreme. He is a fighting champion.
That's right. Shadow's another guy whose moral compass has wavered left and right in the last few months at Primos Wrestling Canada, and he seems to have found his way again. What a car crash in the center of the ring, and Shadow Xtreme is in a world of hurt, Mike Arnott. Reverse suplex there by David London. We almost had a new champion. David London can't even believe it. I don't know if you can see this on your television monitor, ladies and gentlemen. The atmosphere in here is electric. There's mini donuts. There's awesome concessions. There's awesome merchandising going on here. There is something for everyone. Primos Canada Wrestling.
Don't forget the bright lights of the Dollarama.
Shadow up at the top. This is going to go wrong for one person here for sure. Who's it going to be?
Oh my God! Top rope Hurricane Rana.
What a move. David London is on Strange Street right now.
That was impressive. Shadow going up to the top again. Another huge
he caught him.
Perfectly executed.
That's going to be it. Manny Manila with the count. We got it.
Nobody is going to get up from that.
What a nice evening today. Shadow's out!